Okay, folks, what's going on there? YouTube video, and I'll probably upload this as Facebook video as well. And along with that, we're going to go ahead and bring in podcast audio. The fuck is going on with you? And here it is, recording January 2nd, 4:35 a.m. 2020. And and so Phoenix Calida is sick, like actual like virus, flu, something like that type of deal, sick. You know, the puffy face, the cough, the very hot, very cold, very uncomfortable, sick. And along with that, folks know that Phoenix Calida is on the board of SWAP, the director of communications. And folks may have noticed there has not been an episode of SWAP cast in quite some time. And Phoenix Calida has not really recovered from the December 17th event, which is it's a highly triggering event that sex workers do, where they read off the names, and I don't know if also is included the violence acted upon that murdered sex workers that year from December 17th to December 17th. Sex workers that we know of, and how they were stalked and murdered and whatnot. And Phoenix Calida has not recovered from that, and I don't know when that's going to happen. And so I'm taking over extra duties, and I think I'm going to expect that to be most of this year, because on top of that, Phoenix Calida has healthcare issues in general. Some folks know that she has the histoplasmosis, neurological like type of medication she needs to get a hold of and things like that. So this year I'm going to be working the overtime hours, picking up her side of domestic labor. Like we have like domestic labor, typically she hits laundry, dishes, and bathroom, and I hit the I do litter box, lawn care, office, bedroom, and living room, and I do mopping. But I'm gonna pick up that stuff. I pretty much did everything down to 0 yesterday, which was Wednesday, January 1st. But every single day after work, I'm just gonna hop on it. Every single day before work, hop on it. But then on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and start doing Swapcast as well. And how Phoenix Calida does the international news, I'm actually going to go ahead and do those as well. So, hey, that's just the year it's going to be for me. Let me take a drink of this. I buy frozen fruit and I put it in a blender with some water and lactate milk. Get my fucking vitamin C there, buddy. My vitamin C and some fiber, and to my understanding, having fruit in the morning, a couple hours later, the way it metabolizes gives you a good boost, because I'm going to be on shift at the factory. All right, so let's take a look at some of these headlines here. This is off of CNN.com 57 minutes ago. New South Wales declares 7-day state emergency as Australia's deadly ... and I think you know what we're talking about. Off of BritishBroadcast.com, Australia fires. Smoke turns New Zealand skies eerie yellow, and they have images up there as well. We'll share that with winecellarmedia.com. You can check these out. And the Wall Street Journal, wave of blazes strains firefighting network from Australia to fucking California. Pretty sure Australia is on the other side of the planet. Like, do the toilets spin a different way? I don't know the science behind that. I saw an episode of The Simpsons. I don't know. All right. But let's actually take a look at this from the Wall Street Journal. Oh shit! To read the Wall Street Journal, you have to like you have to give them all sorts of money dollars. It says $1 for 2 months. The wine cellar does not use the Wall Street Journal as a source often enough for that. Let's take a look a little bit more. So let's this one is from 2 hours before I pressed record on here. And this is yet again CNN, and this article is up by Jesse Yeung. It's Yeung. Don't really know how to rock that one. So a little information on this. Australia's being... Whoa. Okay, some automatic audio just jumped in. I did not ask for that audio to jump in on me, but that just came in through there. All right, so Australia's been ravaged by the worst wildfires seen in decades, with large swaths of the country devastated since the fire season began in September. A total of 17 people have died nationwide, and in the state of New South Wales alone, more than 900 houses have been destroyed. Fuck. State and federal authorities are struggling to contain the massive blazes, even with firefighting assistance from other countries, including the United States. I wonder if that's prison labor. I mean, given that it's Australia, prison labor, Australia, hey. All this has been exacerbated by persistent heat and drought, and many point to climate change as a factor making natural disasters go from bad to worse. And of course, a head like me critiques CNN from the left because they do goofy bullshit. And somebody from the right is just going to be mad at CNN for saying, no, it ain't no climate changing. There ain't no climatizers. It's just a little barbecue gone wrong. Calm down. All right, let's take a look here. The blazes have torn through bushland, wooded areas, and national parks like the Blue Mountains. Some of Australia's largest cities have also been affected, including Melbourne and Sydney, where fires have damaged homes in the outer suburbs, and thick plumes of smoke have blanketed the urban center. Earlier in December, the smoke was so bad in Sydney that air quality measured 11 times the hazardous level. Shit. All right, so now they have a part for what's causing the fires. I want to take a look at this before I go to another bit of information regarding these fires that is very worrisome. It's all worrisome, isn't it? Each year, there is a fire season during the Australian summer, with hot, dry weather making it easy for blazes to start and spread. Natural causes are to blame most of the time, like lightning strikes in drought-affected forests. Dry lightning was responsible for starting a number of fires in Victoria's East Gippsland region? I think that says Gippsland. In late December, which then traveled more than 20 kilometers or 12.4 miles in just 5 hours, according to the state agency Victoria Emergency. Other places like California and Indonesia also have regular fire seasons, but Australian bushfires are unique because they often carry embers in the wind and start fresh blazes far away from the original front. Jesus fucking Christ. Humans can also be to blame. Hey, in November, the NSW Rural Fire Service arrested a 19-year-old volunteer member on suspicion of arson, charging him with 7 counts of deliberately setting fires over a 6-week period. What the fuck? Okay. We're going to link that with winecellarmedia.com. But there is something else that's really bugged out. This is off of nzherald.co.nz, and it's on the Australian bushfires. There's real concerns. Entire species of plants and animals have been wiped out by bushfires. Following revelations, almost 500 million animals have died since the crisis began. Ecologists from the University of Sydney now estimate 480 million mammals, birds, and reptiles have been lost since September. All right, that previous article was talking about late December. Since September, motherfuckers. That figure is likely to soar following the devastating fires which have ripped through Victoria and the NSW South Coast over the past couple of days, leaving several people dead or unaccounted for razing scores of homes and leaving thousands stranded. Jesus fucking Christ. And then as articles tend to have today's, they have embedded tweets about the fire. Some of them have video. We'll link this to winecellarmedia.com with the web post for this episode. This morning, more than 130 fires, 130 individual, and more than that is how the sentence preempts that number, were raging across the NSW and Victoria with millions of hectares. I don't know what a hectare is. Let's go ahead and make William a little less ignorant today. What do you say, huh? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and look up hectare. All right. Look on the old Google there. Yeah, I would prefer to go Yahoo, but I went with, I would have had to type in Yahoo. When I open a new tab, it automatically Googles. A hectare is a metric unit of square measure equal to 100 acres. Whoa. Okay. So a hectare is equal to 100 acres. Let's run that back. Millions of hectares. So millions of 100s of acres of national park already burnt. Harrowing scenes of kangaroos fleeing walls of fire, charred bodies of koalas and cockatoos falling dead out of trees have horrified the world as it tries to take the scale of the unfolding disaster. All right. And right now, taking a look, and it is 4:47 a.m., and I definitely want to make sure that I mention this. This story is like unfolding, right? I think this may have started like late New Year's Eve, but a trans woman was found in a building. Oh, jeez. And by found, you know what's going on. Let's take a look here. Oh, geez, man. When you look at this, I mean, just immediately, because I don't have enough information memorized, but as soon as you see, 2 days ago, one headline: transgender woman found dead after DC shootout. Transgender woman found dead in vacant apartment. Slain Brooklyn woman believed to be transgender. That's from December 20th. October 4th. I mean, just typing in these words. October 4th. Transgender woman fatally stabbed, body left behind. You know, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. But
transgender woman found dead in a vacant southeast apartment building last night was shot during an exchange of gunfire with security guards the night before.
What? Transgender woman found dead in vacant apartment in southeast, body found almost 24 hours after an exchange of gunfire between security guards and an unknown suspect in the same apartment building. They gotta word that more specifically. It sounds like they're saying she was shooting at niggas. Let's take a look here and get this video off the screen. Go away, video. Get off the screen. My God. My God, silly video. I don't like you. So, police believe to have confirmed that the deceased person found in a vacant apartment building on Monday identified as a transgender woman. So a Monday, so it's Thursday the 2nd. Monday would be the 30th. Okay, so Monday was the 30th. Identified as a transgender woman, or just was a transgender woman, or was a woman. You can try that out. Give it a shot. The body was found. The person was found almost God, journalists can be so cold. The person was found almost 24 hours after an exchange of gunfire between security guards and an unknown suspect in the same apartment building. Around 10:43 p.m. Sunday, private security guards employed Metropolitan Tactical Elite Protective Services were called to a vacant apartment building for a possible burglary in the 4200 block of, let's bring that on screen, of Barnaby Road Southeast. The guards came across an armed adult suspect, and D.C. Police Chief Peter... If I could get this video off the screen, it would solve a bunch of problems. Because the video is like blocking the letters in the paragraphs. WUSA 9. So the police chief, Newsham, is actually his fucking name, said evidence shows there was an exchange of gunfire between the suspect and the guards. The suspect fled on foot, and the security guards believed the suspect had left the building. When D.C. police arrived to secure the location with K-9, they were unable to locate a victim or suspect in the shooting. This really should be about the person of the hour here. So they responded to the same reports, to the same address for reports of an unconscious person. Officers found an unconscious adult suffering from gunshot wounds in the midsection. A gun was recovered from the scene. Originally, police were unable to confirm if the deceased person was the same person involved in gunfire exchange the night before, but now they believe she was. So they are saying...
We'll get you to all that first.
Holy shit, really?
Out of Fairfax County, a shooting at a restaurant in Alexandria. Good evening, I'm Adam Longo. Let's get you all caught up. This happened at Viva Tequila on...
They really just auto-playing these videos. Holy shit. So what was she in need of that she had to put in work? But now they're saying they believe she was. The medical examiner will conduct an autopsy to determine cause of death, and the woman's identity will be released once next of kin has been notified. Let's preemptively expect misgendering, and we know that some sleuthing will need to go on so that this individual can be properly identified and not only dead named. You know, these motherfuckers, they are going to dead name her. We know that. MPD's Homicide Branch and Internal Affairs Division are conducting an investigation, excuse me, given the use of force by security guards. Also, yeah, why were those security guards strapped? Like, is this the kind of building where they need straps? Yeah, like, what are they packing heat for? So this story is indeed unfolding. There's probably new information out that I won't be able to get to until after work or while I'm on lunch break, because right now it is 4:52 a.m. I need to floss the old Tifarinos, throw the mouthwash in there, and head down to the factory. I need to be exploited for a little bit because we have car payments this year. Hopefully knock them out this fucking year. All right. And that should be that. WineCellarMedia.com, folks. PayPal.me/PhoenixandWilliam. And there's always Patreon.com/WineCellarMedia Fund. Folks holding it down. I really want to use the Patreon to help knock out the gosh darn car payments. But then again, there's like other bills that come out of that, especially like functionality bills. Like we actually have to pay for the podcast space to upload episodes. You know, web hosting, and of course that website bill that's going to be coming up soon. We're in another year. I think maybe June, July, that'll be coming up where you pay for the web. I think you pay for the web hosting for another whole year. You only do it once a year, so I forget exactly which thing it is. But you know what? The website as well, because we pay for a WordPress website. So yeah, going to have to pay those two bills. Yeah, I think one of them's like $300 and the other one is like $6. Yeah. Oh, we got to do what we has got to be doing, done, did, doing, did. All right? All right. Please, motherfuckers, be as safe as possible wherever you are. And I think that was my version of international news. And I'll be looking up some sex workers' rights news and try to bring you folks some swap cast. All right? All right.